G'day everyone, welcome to Matt Hill's Scar Models. This is update number 2 on the old Tamiya SAS Land Rover Pink Panther. Just to show you the construction and what I think's the best way to go about it, depending on how you want to build, but the way I'm going to go about it. I have basically built this up now in some components. So I've got the rear tub, the bonnet, and sort of the front cabin chassis. All the tools are attached. You can see on the bottom there where there is grey is where there's some injected pin marks have been filled. There's also was a gap in between these front spring hangers here, the ones on the rear, which I have put a little bit of stretch sprue in there, softened with some Tamiya cement and made it so that it looks like they've been welded to this chassis. The fit overall for what it is absolutely awesome. It goes together really well. As with anything, dry fitting, testing the parts before you fit, and everything came up really well. When cleaning up the very small parts, as in steering wheel, up the camera again, and the gear shifter down here, the high and low range, and the handbrake, when cleaning up the seam lines on those, be very careful. They're easy to break. The exhaust air can go on the kit. I hollowed out the end a bit more, cleaned the seam lines up, put the muffler on, left a bit of a line through there because I'm probably wrong, but I thought they might be like seamed together, the mufflers, like I have seen on some other cars. A couple of injector pin marks in the bottom there that I've left. These ones had 2 here. I've taken those out. The tyres come up really well. The only thing they could probably do with, if you really wanted to, is a really fine drill bit and put a tie valve stem in there. The stands and the FN machine guns are really well, nicely detailed for what they are, and the age of them. So yep, I'm very happy with that. Same with the front mounted gun. The tread plates are really nicely detailed too. The jerry cans have hollow backs on them. The water cans, these are not for fuel, this is for water. They'll be black plastic. The Crossmember has been left out. There's 2 Crossmembers here. So there's the main, there is a Crossmember which sits in there, and it probably never works out on camera that it's not going to sit there because I'm trying to work around it, sorry. But that sits in that gap there, like that. Then there's the main Crossmember. I'll bump the camera again, sorry guys. So the main Crossmember will go through there like that. The only reason I haven't put those in yet is because I want to paint and prime everything underneath, and that will allow me, with those out of the way, to paint the transfer case and gearbox and a few things in a worn car steel texture, and these will just make it easy. So I'll just paint these and put them back on, paint them separately. But apart from that, everything is really good. Going to replace the headlights. The headlights come with these like just a blank plastic headlight cover. I am actually going to fill them up with some Elmer's clear glue after I put some lens, like the reflectors in them. And the way I've designed this is I want to paint everything black primer first, then I'm going to go over it with a dark green hairspray, and then go over it with my pink and sort of pick out where the pink is worn away, like a pink wash, whitewash sort of thing, paint colour by the looks of it. And then sort of, yeah, let some of the green come out from underneath. The only things I haven't I won't put on this kit is the Camo Tarp and this rear sort of like carry tray. The only reason I haven't put it on is I just don't like the fact that this is supposed to be laid down, and it's showing you that you can't you probably could cut it away, but I'm not going to bother about it. I just don't like this extra thing on the back anyway. I just don't like the way it's moulded, but everyone's up to their own choice. The way you put it together is up to you. I'm only just building this the way that I sort of imagined to build it. The same with the searchlight. I'm going to drill that out as well, and put a reflector in it from bare metal foil or Alclad, and then I'm going to use the Elmer's washable clear glue, which is really, really good for a headlight. And I'll put the smoke discharges on as well. And what I do have seen is very predominant on these is a bit of chain that runs from the cap, I suppose, so it doesn't you lose it when you take it off. I'll probably put something there to replicate a piece of chain on each one of those, but it's a very, very good little kit, guys. It has posable steering, but I've glued my steering into place to the fact I wanted it posable. It's like set in a posable. I like to have it sort of set so it's like turning. I don't know if I'd have the driver's figure in or not, but it's very, very nicely kit for an old kit. I really, really, really love this one, and I think I'll buy another Tamiya Land Rover. It's still available. I'll probably buy the old Tamiya ambulance because I like that one, and I've got a Italeri Land Rover 109 long wheelbase one here too, which I'll probably do. But yeah, it's a really, really good kit, guys, and with careful building and dry brushing, etc., and building it how you want to build it, I think you're going to have a ball. The driver's figure still, it's, to me, Rich, it's not the best thing in the world, but look, painted up, I think it's going to look fantastic. I did order some Minicraft British Jeep crew or Jeep guys. They're in shorts and short sleeve shirts, and I think they're probably a bit more suitable than having that driver figure. He looks like he's on a mission on the box going flat out. But it's a really, really good kit, guys. It goes together quite well. Of course, there's seam lines and everything. Just careful cleaning up, careful sanding, test fit all your parts. Yeah, I forgot to have to say there's a bit of a gap. You might see through here there was a little bit of a gap between where the two pieces for the cab join. I just put a little bit of putty in there. I use this one, plastic putty, which I find is pretty good. It's lasting longer than the other stuff I had, which is like you can just wipe it off with a damp cotton bud and sort of don't have to sand too much. But apart from that, it was really, really good. And I'll probably do a stage of it all painted up anyway. I won't go through the techniques, but no, I appreciate it. Thanks to everyone for your kind comments so far. Thank you to all my new subscribers from here and from the Modelers Hints and Tips question and answer page on Facebook, so I really appreciate that too. Till next time, be good, model hard, and remember, a little bit of effort, you can get a good result from an old model kit. Thank you.